Yeah, I always feel like I can't fail because of them. I feel like my biggest fear in my life is disappointing my parents. So that is one of my greatest fears, that I'm going to disappoint them one day and I'm not going to be as successful as they hoped for me to be, or not expect for me to be, but know that they have a lot of faith in me. So if I didn't have that fear of disappointing my parents or disappointing my sisters and being a good role model, I don't think I'd be able to get up and go to 2 jobs, do makeup on the side, coordinate a business. So it's actually not as bad as it seems, but there is a lot of pressure feeling like you have to be the best. What inspired me to start Key Cosmetics is I always wanted to be my own boss. And when I was younger, I was into nails and I always looked into like owning my own nail polish and things like that. And my mom always tried to help me with that too. And then I got into hair and tried to look into hair. So it's always been like a whole bunch of research and things like that. And then I finally got into makeup and I realized that was my true passion, and realized I don't like working for people, and I know it's going to take a long time for me to get to where I won't have to work outside at a 9 to 5, but that's really what inspired me to be my own boss. One of my accomplishments so far was actually starting the makeup line at age 18, and I actually got a BMW at age 19, which was very surprising and very that was actually one of my biggest things. Like I was like, oh my God, like when I signed for it, it was like, this is real? Like I'm 19 getting my own BMW. So those 2 things are one of the biggest things that I think that I accomplished so far in my goals. The things that make me want to keep going every day and wake up every morning is my family. My little nephew, my sisters, my mom, my dad. I don't want anyone to have to work. I want one day none of us have to work and I can be financially stable for all of us, even cousins, aunts, uncles, things like that. That's what keeps me going. Because without them, what am I doing it for? I don't have kids. It's just me. So the one reason why I keep going is my family. Some setbacks that I actually have had was money. Everyone thinks like, oh, Kiana always has money to do this, Kiana has money to do that. No, I do have days that I feel discouraged all the time, and one thing that makes me feel discouraged is the money aspect. And not only that, it's like I see everyone else going to college, following their dreams that way, and not that it's easy to go to college, because it's not. College is not easy at all. But it's like they have their set way of how they're going to get to where they're going. And me, it's kind of like I'm going off of what I know and what I'm teaching myself. So a lot of times it's discouraging, because it's like I see a lot of people that get there like this, that get to fame like this, that get to having a lot of acknowledgement like this. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? I feel like I post enough, I do enough makeup, I talk to enough people, and sometimes I just feel like I don't have enough acknowledgement in what I do. So that does discourage me. But you know, you keep going. Word of mouth is what's best. People share, you share your stuff and things like that. But that's one thing that does kind of discourage me. With my stuff, I would like to do things a little differently, especially with makeup. Like a lot of people and a lot of makeup brands kind of stick with the status quo, with the same, everyone has the same eyeshadow colors, everyone has the same looks that they do all the time. I don't want that. Literally, I want to be different. So I always like doing crazy stuff on my face and things like that. So with my makeup brand, I want to encourage different. I want to encourage there to be bisexual people doing makeup, males doing makeup, transgenders doing makeup. I feel like that's different, and that is not the so-called normal. So I wish that my brand could eventually encourage being different. Yeah, my support system is actually great. My mother is like the most wonderful mother through everything. Actually, both of my parents are. They both support us, all 5 of us, with no matter what we want to do in life. They all support us and tell us, hey, you know, if you want to work as a cashier in Walmart, just make sure you work up to a manager. If you want to do this or do that and not go to school, that's fine. Just make sure you get to where you're going and follow your dreams and follow your goals. They never really had a set life for us, like go to high school, go to college, be a doctor or be a lawyer. They never really had that for us, and that's actually what's really good and keeps me going, because my mother's always there to support me and tell me to keep going and, you know, to keep trying. And if she sees that I'm falling back and I need to pick myself back up, she'll tell me, hey, Kiana, you're falling off. you need to bring out something new in a cosmetic line, or you need to come up with another video, or you need to make another makeup look. My mom always makes sure she's on top of me with that. And also my sisters are very good help. No one knows this, but literally like most of my pictures are taken by my 15-year-old sister. She's actually pretty good for being 15 years old and using an iPhone camera. And my other little sister, she's 18 now, but she always models my shirts for me. She always is a makeup model for me. She always does that for me. And of course my 2 older sisters always support me buying products, sharing all my information and all that. So they all really keep me going. My nephew is everything to me. It's my little baby. He's the first boy in the family. But after seeing my sister pregnant at a young age and things like that, and her still living at the house and stuff like that, he's literally my everything. If I could give him the world, I will. If he asks for it, he can have it. Like, he's literally my everything, and he makes me want to go 10 times harder, even if he doesn't know it yet, or even if his mom doesn't know it yet. I love him so much, it hurts. So growing up, we never really went on vacations, or we never really had like a big extravagant life, because it was 5 girls, 2 parents, 7 people live in a house. So we never really got to do all the things other families got to do. And, you know, it wasn't easy for my parents growing up. So like seeing that and wanting that, all of me and my sisters always want more. We always want to work more. We always want to do better than what we had. Not saying our parents never like provided for us or anything, but we always wanted more for ourselves. I want to see the world. I want to see Italy. I want to see Germany. I want to see everything. So one day I hope to be able to go on vacations and see things I never got to see before, and go to Disney. How I came up with Key Cosmetics name was actually, my nickname is Kiki, and it started in high school. And high school was actually where I started cosmetology school. So with the nickname Kiki, it kind of stuck with me. Everyone literally calls me Kiki, and I got a tattoo to represent that too. And with the tattoo, I took Kiki and turned it into Key. Instead of K-I, I made it Key. So when I got this tattoo, that the key stuck with me. I got a key necklace and everything. So when I thought of the name, I always, since I was younger, wanted it to be Key something. Since I was a freshman in high school, I wanted one of my products, whatever I was going to come out with, to be Key something. So when I thought of cosmetics, I was like, oh my gosh, perfect, Key Cosmetics. And then I put the key with the name because everyone knows my tattoo. I have a key tattoo. My nickname's Kiki. Everything is Kiki, literally. So that's really what named the makeup line. So my products are actually a little different. Like I have liquid lipsticks, and usually liquid lipsticks are really matte and drying to the lip. And mine are actually very smooth, but they are matte. They won't dry out your lips because they're infused with avocado oil, so it won't dry out your lips, but it will last all day. Like literally you can eat a sandwich and it will still be there. My lip glosses, they're actually a little different. They all have either glitter in it, a little bit of pink pigment with a little glitter. They're all a little bit different in some way, but they're actually super high shine and they smell good. So that's one thing a lot of people like about number 7, and number 7's been sold out since I first released the lip gloss line. But they literally smell good and super shine and last a long time, and they don't dry out your lips like a lot of most other products. And with the highlighters, they're actually loose highlighters, so it's different than a regular highlighter. It's not a packed and compressed highlighter. So with the loose highlighter, you can actually play with it however you want it. So if you wanted to do something a little lighter and do lighter highlight on your face, you could. If you wanted to pack it on and make your highlight sparkle to the gods and see it from outer space, you can. And also with also with the t-shirts, they're all a little bit different. My first t-shirt was actually a bleach wash t-shirt with Chinese writing that said Key Cosmetics with a key under it, and this one is different with a key on the side. Okay, so I can actually do a couple. The liquid lips, I can name 2. So one of them is 215. I was born in Philadelphia, so I named it 215. This is where I come from. And then one of them, which is very controversial, and a lot of people like came at me for it, and it was like, why would you name one this word and da 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 da, like that's a bad word. Excuse my French, but bitch. And that's actually one of my favorite cuss words because it's not like like, to me, it can be offensive if you make it offensive, but bitch could be like, oh, she's a boss bitch, or oh, she's a bad bitch. So it's not something that like oh bitch. Like, no, that's not how I wanted the lipstick to be recognized at all. So when people don't understand that, it's kind of like, you're the reason why I made this makeup brand, because we don't need you buying it or whatever, because you don't understand it. It's for people that understand it. Like, bitch is for boss bitch, bad bitch, all of that. So if you understand that and you respect that, then it's perfect for you. Another one is my lip glosses were each named after me, my 5 sisters, and my mother, and they were actually released on my mother's birthday. So that was kind of like a present to her at the same time. So it was kind of like, these are all her kids, her daughters, and one was named after her, and the rest were named after all of us too. And number 7, she was pregnant 7 times, and there's 7 of us. They were married 7/7, which is today. So happy anniversary to them. So yeah, that 7 and all of us together was for the lip glosses.
What you want to say?
I do want to say a couple things. Always be yourself and be true to you. Don't ever change yourself for anybody else, and always follow your dreams, because the more you follow your dreams and your goals, the more you're going to accomplish each goal and the closer you're going to get to it. Never stick to the status quo and stick to what society wants you to do. That's not how life is supposed to go. You only have one life, and you're supposed to live it how you want to live it, no matter what anybody says.